Hello, kid. Well, let me ask you something. Who is she? Can you recognize her? Well, she is P.V. Sindhu. And where have you seen her? Well, you have seen her in the Olympics, winning the silver medal. How did you feel that time? Very proud, right? When she held high our national flag, we all felt so very proud of our country, India, right? Well, we also feel the same way when we see our flag hoisting on different official buildings during Independence Day, during Republic Day, right? Why is this? Do you know? Well, because the national flag is the symbol of the Indians. So let's know more about our national flag. See, this is the national flag of India. You can see it over here. Well, it has got three different colors. The first strip is saffron. But why is it saffron? Do you know that? Well, it's because saffron color symbolizes sacrifice, courage, and selflessness. Now, sacrifice means the sacrifice of greed, jealousy, ego, which makes our mind narrow. So, we should sacrifice all of these and become a good human being. And we should be courageous and selfless. Next is the strip of the white color in the middle. Now, what does the white color signify? The white color signifies purity and standing for the truth. That is, being a human being, one should be pure at heart and should always stand by the truth. Now, in the middle of this white strip, do you see something? Here is a wheel that is blue in color. See, it is in the middle of our flag. Now, what is this wheel known as? This wheel is known as the Ashoka Chakra. Well, it is a wheel which is known as the wheel or the law of dharma, and it has 24 spokes in it. So, this is the Ashoka Chakra. Finally, we have the last strip, which is green in color. Now, why do we have the color green and not any other color? Because green signifies fertility, faith, and prosperity of our nation. So, this green color shows how much fertile a land India is. Not only that, we are very, very faithful, and as a nation, we are very, very prosperous as well. So, this color signifies fertility, faith, and prosperity of our nation. So, just like national flag, we have the other national symbols. See, these are the national symbols. Now, these national symbols have been taken from the flora and fauna of our country. These are the symbol of our rich heritage and culture. So, let us see some of their names. Well, first we have tiger, Ganges, mango, rupee, lion capital, Gangetic dolphin, peacock, lotus, and finally the banyan tree. Now, let's know all of these in detail. So, first we have the national emblem, lion capital. So, this is the picture of the lion capital, which is on the Ashoka pillar. So, over here, what do we see? We see Asiatic lions over here. But you see 3 lions here, isn't it? But the fact is, the lion capital has got 4 Asiatic lions. 3 of them over here and 1 is hidden because it is a 2-dimensional picture. So, the lion capital is on Ashoka pillar and has 4 Asiatic lions. Now beneath the lions, there is a cylindrical structure over here. See, over here we have got the cylindrical structure. Within this we have got 4 Ashoka Chakra. See, the wheel that we have just now learnt that it is present in the national flag as well. So this is the Ashoka Chakra, which has 24 spokes. And other than the chakras, we have 4 animals: lion, bull, elephant and the galloping horse. So all these animals are here. See, this is the horse, this is the bull, and the other 2 animals are hidden, just like the one Asiatic lion. So this is the entire lion capital. So what does this lion capital stand for? First and foremost, it signifies standing for the truth. Next, it shows the goodness of the nation. Third, it shows how much tolerant we are towards others. And finally, we are very compassionate. So, our national emblem symbolizes truth, goodness, tolerance and compassion. So, all these things are signified by the lion capital, the national emblem of India. Now, after the national emblem, we have got the national anthem. I'm sure you have always sung this in your school during the Independence Day celebration, right? Even you remember when you go to watch a movie, even in the multiplex also, you have sung this song. Well, this is our national anthem and it has been written by Rabindranath Tagore, the great Nobel laureate. So this is the entire song over here. So this is the national anthem. And after the national anthem, we have the national song, which has been written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. So it was taken from his book Ananda Math. I'm sure you have also sung and heard this song sometimes, right? So this national anthem and national song are the tribute to our rich cultural heritage, and even in this national anthem, I'm sure you have heard the word Ganga, correct? Well, let me tell you something. Ganga is our national river. Do you know why is it taken as a national river? Because it is the longest river in our country and it supports the populated areas of our country. Not only that, the Ganges is taken to be the most sacred river because it has been mentioned in our architecture and literature a lot of times. So, our national river is the Ganga or the Ganges. After the river, we have a bird which is a very beautiful bird and is known as the national bird of India. What's that? The national bird of India is the peacock. See, this is a peacock. Well, doesn't it look beautiful? Of course it is. It is one of the most beautiful bird and its name is also mentioned in our literature many a times. So, peacock is known for its beauty. I'm sure you would love to see a peacock dancing during the rainy season, right? So while it's raining, the peacock spreads all of its feathers and start dancing. So it looks so very beautiful. See, it has got beautifully multicolored feathers as well. Other than the beauty, the peacock is also known for the pride. So, peacock is our national bird which symbolizes beauty and pride. So, I have a question for you. Which is the national bird of India? Is it option 1 crow or option 2 dove or option 3 peacock? Don't know? Let me help you. Well, just now we have learned that the national bird of India is the peacock. So, crow is a wrong option. So is the dove. So, peacock is our national bird and it symbolizes beauty and pride. Now we have got an animal which symbolizes great strength and bravery. What's that? Well, the national animal of India is the tiger. Well, why do you think it's a tiger? Because we have got a lot of animals in the forest. So why tiger? Do you know? It's because due to poaching, the number of tigers went on decreasing. So to keep them safe and to increase their number, we have kept tiger as the national animal of India, and it symbolizes bravery and it symbolizes strength. So, tiger is a royal animal which symbolizes bravery and strength. Now, just like the tiger is our national animal, we have the national aquatic animal of India as well. Do you know what's this? Well, this is the Gangetic dolphin over here. See, these are the Gangetic dolphin. Now, what does this signify? Well, they signify purity because these animals cannot live in impure water. It can only survive in the pure water of the Ganga. So, the national aquatic animal of India is the Gangetic dolphin, and it signifies purity. Now we have a beautiful flower as well. Well, do you know what's this flower? I'm sure you have seen it during the worship of god and goddesses, right? This is the national flower of India, the lotus. It's a beautiful pink and white colored flower, and it signifies purity as well. Well, you must have seen that lotus blooms in a pond which might be impure and dirty, but the lotus is very serene and pure. So, even amidst the dirt and impurity, lotus is always pure. So, this signifies purity. Not only that, it also signifies divinity because these are used for worshipping of god and goddesses. After this, we have the grace. You can see the flower is very graceful. And finally, we have eternity and rebirth. Do you know why these two are also related to this flower? Because on a daily cycle, these flowers get rid of their old petals and grow the new petals. So, they symbolize rebirth and eternity. So, now we know why lotus is considered as the national flower of India, because it signifies purity, grace, divinity, eternity and rebirth. Wow, what's this? This is such a gigantic tree, a very big one. Well, this is a banyan tree and it's the national tree of India. Now, it symbolizes eternal life. Do you know why? Because its branches keep on growing, and finally it also symbolizes our country, which is unity in diversity. Do you know why? Because this tree is a shelter for many animals and birds. So it takes care of so many different animals. Just like India, it is one country, but there are people from different religion, different background, different caste, but everyone stays together happily. So, banyan tree is a symbol of eternal life and unity in diversity, just like our nation. Hence, it is the national tree of India. Now, after the tree, we have the fruit. The national fruit of India is the mango. I'm sure you also have had mangoes. Aren't they delicious? Correct. So, this thing makes them the national fruit, the delicious taste. Even mangoes from India are very popular outside as well. So, this is very famous. Now, when you go to buy a mango, you need money. So, what do you use? you use the national currency of India, rupee. This has been taken by the popular Sher Shah Suri's Rupaiya. And this symbol over here for the rupee is taken from Devanagari script, which means the consonant Ra. So, this is the symbol of rupee, and these are the different denominations used by us. These are the coinage and these are the currency notes. And this is a mixture. So, now you know that these are the national currency of India, that is the rupee. So, here we saw all the national symbols, the flag, the fruit, the tree, the flower, all of them were so very beautiful, right? Even they all are examples of the rich culture and heritage that India possesses. Well, I'm sure you would also be knowing about our rich traditions that we all follow being Indians. So, not only this, they arouse a deep sense of pride in the hearts of the Indian citizens. Just like you saw when P.V. Sindhu held high the national flag, we all felt so very proud and great about the fact that India had won that medal. Similarly, while you see the other national symbols, we feel very proud that we are Indians. And finally, all these national symbols represent a quality unique to India and her citizens. Like the bird, the fruit, all these things are very unique, which belongs to India. So, all these national symbols are very important and they are a form of India's rich cultural heritage. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per ICC, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. More than 5,000 plus amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social studies. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubt. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So, at deltastep.com, learning is not only fun and easy but also rewarding. So, register for free now.